Hey, this is Rowan from OptimizeFX. Welcome to 2021 and another episode of the $1,000 Challenge. What do we have in store for you today? Well, we've got a lot of things in store for you today. But first and foremost, I'd just like to thank everyone for all the support and just all killing it this year so far. I can see some really good results in Telegram from some people. And that is absolutely awesome. I think 2021 is going to be a much better year for myself and for hopefully everyone as well that are following, because I think we're finding some really good robots and working out the plus and minuses of them all and what counts, what leverage, and what balances are needed, what settings, just everything. I think we're finding some really good slow and steady EAs, but we're also finding some, you've got to have an account or two where you have high risk, high reward EAs as well. So I think we're finding all them and starting to get a portfolio together of all of these little robots that are making some money. So let's start with we'll start with the $1,000 challenge, my FX book. And what I've got highlighted there is PFX. Now PFX isn't the longest running EA. The longest running EA is actually FX Stabilizer, and we are running it just on turbo mode using auto lots, just on the $1,000, and it has honestly been probably the most stable EA and the longest running EA so far, because it started in July the 26th of last year. It has slowly but steadily made some money, and where is it? The most drawdown it's had is 33%, which is quite a bit if you're looking at it in that way. But it's not that much really. I think 30% is not that great. 30% on a 100k account is not fun, but I think it's still really good considering it's only had $1,000 and we are trading auto lots. So the other standout apart from this one was Baby Shark, but I think it was just too aggressive. When it got too aggressive when the balance got higher. So maybe a strategy with that would be to reduce it to the lowest risk as possible while letting it trade. So still letting it trade, and you might just have to monitor that each week or each month and then just reduce it as needed. But it was really good. But we've got PFX here that it's just absolutely smashing it. Now I've also noticed that my FX book has had a little bit of an appearance change, a bit of an update. It's actually a bit nicer. So don't know if you all notice that as well. Don't know how much you use it, but that's noticeable as well. But can't really talk about too many of these other ones because the lines are just really hard to see. So we'll go further down here and we'll look at some figures. I'm sure you'll all have to see this. So we've got BDAC flat on the H4 time frame, just one pair only, and it has made, I think this is right, $150 and a drawdown of 3.73%. So it's been trading really well. Where's BDAC? Here it is. So it's only been trading since December the 10th. So bang on a month. Pretty much it's been trading. It's made $150. So that is really good. Now I did try. I thought, well, this is going really good. I'll try this on 28 pairs on the same kind of settings, H4, and it did make money, but it went into drawdown more than it made the money. So I don't think it's a good strategy to do BDAC on 28 pairs. Just word of warning. So essentially, I think I started it on $1,000 on 28 pairs, and at one point it got up to I think it was like $1,800, but it went up to like max of $800 in drawdown. So and then it was only making like 20 or 30 bucks a day. Between 20 and $50 a day it was making roughly. So I posted those results in Telegram, in the Telegram chat group, and I just said, look, it's a great EA, but I don't think it's good for 28 pairs. It might be something you could put on a cent account, but I think still then the profits are too small for a cent account. So maybe it might be good on like the H1 time frame, a bit more aggressive on a cent account, but I don't know. I'll need to check it out and see how it goes. Gold mining EA load. Now, this is not correct, so disregard any of this. I have to wait for the market to open for this update for me to change it. But Baby Shark is correct. So if you remember, I thought I would try it on 10k just to see how it trade on 10k at 2%. Now it's made $941 since I started that one. So that Baby Shark is definitely more suited to ranging markets. Where is it? Baby Shark there. So don't even know when it started, but yeah, middle of December I think I started that one. And yeah, I expected it to make a little bit of money, but not well, not that much. And it's got 13% drawdown in that time that it did it. So that is, I think it's risking 2%. So that's going really well. Sky Blue didn't make any trades last week because the EA expired. So I've just found another one. I loaded that up. So there's nothing to report about this for this last week. But still $588. And Sky Blue, there it is there. So Sky Blue has been going since September the 15th, and then there was a big move on GU, and it lost a little bit of money. It got margin called, essentially lost a bit of money in those margin calls, and then the account came back. So it didn't blow the account; it lost about 600 bucks. So this 588 probably would have been about $1,100 or $1,200 if that didn't happen. So that was a bit disappointing, but it happens. EA Pip Scalper is it's really far. I think it's good, but just need to find better settings for it. Not sure if this $119 is correct, but this is not right. So I need to update that because you can't have 99% drawdown at $119 profit. So I need to fix that one. But we'll have a look at it on the charts anyway. We've talked about FX Stabilizer with almost 100% of the account since it's been going, and at 33% drawdown, which is good. PFX, which is the one that's absolutely killing it right now. I can't believe it because it's, for me that's low drawdown, but for others it might not be. It is quite high. But just remember we are running 5 pairs. And we started this at $1,000, so the max drawdown probably started at the $1,000, when it was in the $1,000 or $2,000 mark. But it has made $6,539 since I started it, which was here, September the 9th. And I ran it all the way through since. I have not stopped these robots, just so you know. I didn't stop it for the election. I didn't stop it for NFP, anything like that. They ran the whole time. So I think that's an absolutely outstanding result, and I'll definitely probably putting PFX onto a live account. I've already got it on a cent account, but not a standard account. So I thought the next step for me to go live would be to go from here to a live cent account on the VPS, and then go to a live standard account, because you want to try and keep everything as close to as you can. You don't want to demo test something on a laptop with bad execution times, probably latency issues, things like that. If you want to go to a live account, you want to try and replicate the live environment as close as you can. But in saying that, a cent account and an ECN account are two entirely different things. and the spreads will be different. So just keep that in mind as well. But that's what I do. And new one, Life Changer. Life Changer actually has surprised me because I tried it when I first started kind of doing all this, and it didn't really do much. So I'm actually quite impressed that it has actually made some money. I don't think this value is correct, but we'll have a look when we get to the charts. Ireland, don't know if this is correct either. It probably is, but it's all over the shop, so we'll have a look at that. Simplicity is another EA that needs probably better settings or things like that. I don't know exactly. I need to find the manual for it. I think it's good. I think it can be good, but we just need to find out people that have used it and have had success and find out this. It's definitely an EA that needs the correct settings to work and to get the best results, because I've tried it on H1, H4, and I've seen someone using it on M15. But when I tried it on M15, it was really bad. So yeah, if anyone knows, just let me know. That'd be awesome. Parabolic, which is my own, has made 256 since I started it, which was about here, the middle of December last year. So that's amazing result, 6.76% drawdown, which is really, really good. Yeah, so you know, I made it, and yeah, I'm not surprised with these results at all. I think it is going as intended. That is only one pair as well. And Ranger, last but not least, is up $56. I think it's up more than that, but that's just what I've got here. So all in all, the whole portfolio is going really well so far, except for gold mining. I'll show you what happened with it. I'm not sure if it was an error on my end or if it was the market that did it, but I'll show you in a minute. So let's get to the charts, and we'll start off with this is actually Sky Blue. So I've just started it, so there's nothing really to comment on that. So I've started it again with the new version. So I've got version 1.4.1, and we haven't backtested it yet, but I'm just using low risk and standard contract size with a big take profit. So I'll just need to backtest this and see what I can find. Now this is EA Pip Scalper that I'm only running on Euro USD, and we can see here we had a loss of $33 in the week. So I need to find out what I need to find some better settings for it, clearly. And yes, trailing stop, things like that. But I think we need to find better strategy. I think I started looking at it last week, but I didn't find too much and I gave up on it. Or maybe something happened and I had to look at something else. But yeah, I'm going to have a look probably tomorrow, because I just found out that we are in lockdown and I have now tomorrow off. So I'll be literally working on this business all of tomorrow rather than doing the day job, which is awesome. So next we have FX Stabilizer. It made $24 last week and it is currently in, oh, it's down. What? It's down 17 bucks. I closed the terminals because here we go. Okay, yeah, we're down $17.31, which is not much at all, really. Not much at all. So I just close the terminals and we can have a look here. So it's down $17 and it's made at 24 in the week. So slowly but surely. Next we have FX Pro Island. It is down $4 for the week. It did have a good start, $3, $10, $2, but it went it lost all that. It's not showing the trades before the 5th, so Monday and Tuesday. But we can see here that it was selling and then it closed everything at a loss. And then it had a sell and a win for that. So Pro Island, I think it's a bit all over the shop. Might have to find. Might swap it out with another EA. It's kind of not winning or losing. I don't know how to kind of explain it. It's kind of break even. So, but the balance, it says balance 0.00. It's not correct. Balance is $1,386. So I think it is up, but hasn't really done too much. So I might think of swapping it out with another robot. This is the Badak flat on the H4 Euro USD only with these settings. So I don't think I changed anything really, and it did $46 in the week, so that's pretty good. And the max drawdown, I don't think this is correct either. I have to essentially wait for the market to open for all this to update because the ticks come through and updates it. So go from there. PFX, let's get rid of this grid, it looks stupid. This is what PFX did, $469 in the week. All profits. The max DD was $78, which I think is correct. And it is currently now down $24. So PFX is using, I'm using these settings, lot exponent 1.2, max trade 16. I think by default it is at 10. But I did notice that some trades needed more than 10. So I just made it higher if I saw that it needed to take more trades, because it's got the equity there to do it. So I think max trades 20 and lot exponent 1.2 is good. So we'll leave it at that. But I'm just curious to see, you know, $400 in a week's pretty good, but I'm just curious to see when you can start pushing these settings to maybe make a bit more. So maybe you might want to start on 0.02 lots and see how that affects it. It just means that with these types of EAs, you definitely do not want to start on 0.1 lots because you've got that lot exponent there, and you start using a lot of margin. So unless you've got like a 100k cent account, you know, may want to start it on 0.1, but you definitely want to backtest it first and see what happens on a 0.1 lot start setting. But that's pretty much the only thing I think you can do. This the other thing to take note as well is I'm not using a trailing stop with these, I do not believe. So you can use a trailing stop and you do get out of the trades quicker, but you do make less. So this is definitely an EA to backtest, but it does take a long time to backtest. So I think it's really, really good. Go from, where is it? Here. So go back to here. So I think it's good. Next we have my own EA. We are currently down $11, but it made 117 in the week. And I just need to show you the settings. It's got $1,271 in the account. These are the settings that I'm using. If anyone has Parabolic or is demoing it and want to try it, backtest it, do what you need. But start lot is high at 0.05 because we want to hit that take profit and money as quick as we possibly can, and I think this setting is working out really, really well so far. I also need to change the versions of Parabolic to this, even though that doesn't change. It just removes a few things here. So range at 25, 10 max levels. We are not using a multiplier, just manual increment only. So it is going quite well. Essentially, I've got it on 0.05 because, and M5 time frame, because if it hits a signal, we want it to hit that $5 as quick as possible. And if it doesn't, we only want to increment it by 0.01 lots until it does come back and hit it. So we can see here, it's done this exactly here. It 0.05 and in 25 pips, it's opened another buy at 0.06. So it's only going to increment it by 0.01 each time. Now, if you wanted to, you could enable the multiplier and have it at 1.2 or 1.4, even 1.5, and it'll get that $5 much quicker because it'll be multiplied. That next open size will be a little bit bigger, and it will come back in profit. So come back, went back down here, didn't quite hit it, and then come back here. So I back tested this and it seemed to work quite well, and it's obviously worked quite well this week because we made $117 and was down 38 only. So it's going quite well. Next we have, this is the gold mining EA. Now unfortunately we can see here. Now what happened was that the laptop got turned off by my gorgeous little 2-year-old son. Not turned off, it just got put to sleep because he likes buttons and he likes pushing the buttons. And anyone with kids will understand where I'm coming from. But I think what had happened is that he came along and he hit the button right about here somewhere when gold was in a downtrend here. And then we had this huge spike downwards. And I think the laptop was off at this stage. And for some reason, I don't know what happened, but essentially it lost $386 at some point, and I think it was then. But the thing is, if we have a look at the account history, it didn't lose money by getting stopped out because it didn't run out of margin or anything like that. It just closed the orders in a loss. So I'm not exactly sure what happened, but we can see there, like, these are all the losses. So it bought, bought, and then it stopped. Oh, maybe I know what happened here. No, I thought maybe it might have had an equity stop, but it doesn't. Anyway, so we'll let it keep going, and now it's got $680 in the account, so it is down. So we'll see what happens. Next week. But this is just my FX book, so it's not trading AUD USD. This is just, I've got it on here because it was just in the way of all the trades and the chart. So, but it did, it made $22, $19, $32, but then we lost 386. So it's only down 282 for the week. But we'll see what happens next week. I've got the laptop away from my son this next week, so we'll see what happens with that. Baby Shark, we can see that it made $364 in the week, which is really good, and I've got it trading 0.5% now of the balance. So, but its max TD was, it did get up to like $900, I think, at one point, which is to be, which is around about 10. So, well, it did get up to 13%, so it did get there a little bit, but yeah, it's trading well, and the idea of this account now is to try and get this percentage down as low as it can go. So what you can do to do that, if you really want to, is you backtest it and you just see when it stops trading based on the account size that you have. So I've got 10,961. I'll just show you a quick example. Hopefully it's quick. Baby Shark H1 will set the spread to 2. and what do we have? 10,961. Oh, wrong keyboard. So do that, and then you use the value at what I'd have it at 0.05, and obviously I think that is going to work. And you hit start. Hopefully it doesn't download. It doesn't matter. So it is trading. So you can see that it's trading. That is good. So what you want to do is change that to maybe 2, 0.0 or 0.02, yes, and we'll see if that takes trades. See, order send failed. Okay, so you can see there that you can see that it's below 0.01, which is it. Now this EA doesn't have a function to determine if order send fails, which is it's basically a error 130. It means that the lot value is 0, and it can't place the trade. So we know that 0.05 and 0.02. So then you go up by 1, 0.03. Does it trade with that? And no, it doesn't. So I think I've got it on 0.05 because maybe I didn't try 0.04. This is just a little trick for you all. You don't have to have tick data to do this, by the way. You just got to see when it starts trading. Bingo, it didn't work. So as you can see, I've already got it at the lowest setting that I thought it would trade at, which is 0.05 at 10k. Bingo. So it's already the lowest lot size it can use, which I think is, we can see that at $364, isn't much for this week because I changed it from 2% to that. So that's this little trick for you all with Baby Shark. If you do want to use it, I definitely recommend using the absolute lowest risk that you can with it, and trying to avoid its trends, very strong trends, because that's when it gets into trouble. Okay, moving on. This is Life Changer. So I've got Life Changer, and these are all the settings. These are the pairs, and I don't know why it's filtering trading time, because max pair trades is 2. But this is it. These are all the settings. These are the pairs, and it's made $45 this week, which is absolutely amazing. I'm actually really impressed with that. Actually, 45 may not seem much, but it's 20% a month, as you can see there on a $1,000 account. So really good with that. So essentially, it's $45. You times that by 4. Essentially, it's going to be a bit over $200 in a month, and that's amazing. The drawdown has been really low, and if this keeps going as it's going, I may even go live with it, and then I'd like to see how I can push it to make it a little bit more. So really impressed with Life Changer. Maybe it's just this version that I have that is now good. It's just version 1. There's not really much else to show you, but yeah, really stoked with that result. Thank you very much to the person who uploaded this. And anyway, now I've got Simplicity Trading here. This is the one where I'm not sure on the settings for this at all. I do know that the best setting is default with this, so I've got it on default setting, and it is using I think the YWY strategy. There are 2 strategies you can use with it. But I think the biggest thing with this is finding the right time frame. And I finally got it to trade. So maybe it just didn't trade over the holidays, over the Christmas holidays, and now it is trading. So, but it is, you know, it had loss, and then a win, and then a small, I don't know how it's 0.40 cents today because it's unopened, but so yeah, we're down by $8. So we'll see see how it goes. Let's see if I can find some better settings for it, and we'll move on to the next. The very last, which is Ranger, and it didn't really, it made a few trades, but you know, it hasn't done a whole heap. At 10% a month is still pretty good for Ranger. Yes. So I'm going to look into, after all of that, I'm going to look into maybe an EA to replace Pro Island, and not PFX. What was this one? Maybe another one. Maybe another one. But all the others are going quite well. We'll see how Sky Blue does, and maybe EAPS I'll remove and replace with another one as well. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and smash that like button. It really helps the channel out. And yes, I'll hope to see you in some backtesting videos that I'll be doing as well in this week. So thank you very much for watching, and till then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.